So we are discussing about this leap year. This leap year problem is not yet solved. So we'll complete this. So for example, directly I'll assign year 1700. I want to check whether this is a leap year or not. So as we are discussing about how to place this condition, I told you the three conditions is there. What are the condition? We told that if at all the year is divisible by 4. Okay. And the year which is not divisible by 100. Okay. Or the year, actually it should be 2 years, 2y, right? Should be 2y. 2y, the year which is divisible by 400. You are supposed to print it is a leap year. Guys, the SD scenario, until your friends join, we'll discuss about this, then we can go ahead further. So if you are asking doubts on it, they are not clear about it, right? Else, you will print not leap. Got it? So if at all you're coming through this 1600, you people may have faced this issue, right? So this is how to place this condition. If at all you're going to place all those conditions instead of nested loop, you're going to place in a single if else. It can be done in this way, in case of Python. Is this clear? We have seen detailed about what is the reason behind it. The order of placing should be like this. We can apply for any condition. It will go through all the conditions. Is this clear? Those who have doubt in it? Come on. Reply me so that I can move on to next one. Okay. Okay, fine. So yesterday we are discussing about this control statements, and today we will be moving on to looping statements. So in case of looping, we will come across this for loop and while loop. We'll have few questions on these two. Then we can move directly to the collection type. So what is the syntax for loop we have discussed? We'll have iterator variable, or we'll have iterator and followed by in operator, and we'll have this. Here we'll have some sequence of variable we are going to have it. Some sequence is going to be placed here and followed by the statement of it. We'll have statement of here for loop. You're going to have first statement, and keep in mind that your for and this while loop will have else part. We can place else part for it. So compared to all the other programming, here you can able to place the else part for it. Even for your for loop or for while loop, this can be done. So this is all about the syntax of it. Condition and followed by the true statement. Inside this we'll have true statements. Inside this we'll have true statements. The same way inside this we are going to have true statements. And else we'll have false statement. Okay, what is the constructed structure using? So that we'll see to it. Okay, after completing today's content, just remind me just before 20 minutes or 15 minutes. So at the end of the session, if it is, I guess the session is going to end by 1 o'clock, right? Just remind me at 12:30. We'll start discussing the program which you have doubt on the stage assessment. Okay, the reason is if I start those topics, the time will go off. So that is the reason. So this is the syntax all about here. So here in this sequence, the place where I mentioned sequence here, you people know that here in those place, I can able to place either a list or I can place tuple, whatever I want. or I can make use of the range function. So yesterday I told you about this range function, how does it execute. Even then, let me give a small clarification regarding it. Range function will accept three parameters. Your first parameter is your start parameter. What is the starting? And next parameter is the end parameter, and other is the step parameter. So among these three parameter, by default, the start parameter takes with from your zeroth position. If you're not mentioning, by default, it takes from zeroth position. So I guess it is from zeroth position. 0 or 1. It takes from 0 or 1. Start. Come on. Where does your start goes from default? Good. It's from zeroth position. Okay. And your end will be from the given number minus 1. Whatever the end value you are given, the end minus 1 is going to be, and default step value is going to be existing value plus 1. This is how it's going to execute it. So among this, you can notice that this particular start is an optional one. The start is an optional one, and this particular step value is also an optional one. Only end value if you are giving, that is a mandatory one. So if at all you are not giving start and step, by default it is considered with the default value what is there. So this is all about your range. So if you want to access the range, let me print and show you people how it is going to access. So normally, as I told you that the range is going to accept three parameters. So now let me try to print and show you. Here print should be printed by using any one of the collection types. So right now let me use range, this one list, range of, as I told you that range of, if I give 5, you can notice that your output is displayed starting from 0 to 4. The reason what I told you, the starting value starts with 0, end minus 1. So it goes to 4. So keep in mind that range will never print directly. You're supposed to make use of any one of the collection object. Here I made use of list. If at all you want tuple, you can make use of it. So this is how you're supposed to print it. So if just I'm showing you how does this range works alone. Okay. And next is, if at all I'm giving some starting value, how does it work? So let me give starting value as 5 and I want to go till 31. Let us assume I want to go till 30 and my skip value is 5. So if I give like this, you can notice that you will be getting 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And since I given as a list, it is making the output in a list format. Is this clear with the range function? Guys, are you clear with the range? Okay. Fine. Yesterday, some people were asking about this pass statement, right? So we are discussing about break and continue, and you want about the pass. So whenever you're going to implement this pass, it does nothing. For example, if I give if true, I can mention pass here. So pass in the sense is not going to produce any result. Else, let me print something. All is well. Some statement. So whenever it is true, it is not going to give me any result. Nothing it does. So right now, if I change it as false, you can notice that all is well will be printed. Pass is nothing but does nothing. This is all about pass. Does nothing or do nothing, whatever it is. It's up to you, your pronunciation. Sai Venkat, good morning. Just now you are logged in. Just now your good morning is popping up. Okay, fine. Guys, is this clear so far? Clear with the looping condition and how to use range? And what is the meaning of pass? I guess all your doubts yesterday, whatever is there, I cleared it. So these are the doubts you people are facing yesterday, right? So how does it works and how does the pass works and what is the range and how does it works? All these things has been cleared. Now we'll go ahead with the problem solving based on those looping statement. So the first statement is very basic program are given. You're supposed to write program for factorial of a given number. Try to write in an optimized way. I guess everyone knows what is factorial logic. So factorial logic, any number if you are giving, you'll be having here for factorials, right? Instead of factorial, let me do one thing. I'll change the program little, just a minute. Factors of a given number. Instead of factorial, we'll go ahead with the factors. So it will be something meaningful for the next program. So these are the factors. I want this to be done in an optimized way. Guys, not factorial, factors. Just I'm changing the program. Displaying factors of the given number. And I want this to be done in an optimized way. Note this particular point, optimization is important. Yes, I could see program. Okay, going till x plus 1. Devakalyan, here I'm speaking about optimization. Your logic is fine, Devakalyan. What happened? You're supposed to go with n plus 1 times to find the factor, isn't it? I'm insisting one word called optimization. Could you people notice that? Optimization. Number of iterations comes under the time taken. So number of iteration depends upon the time taken for execution of a program. Try to optimize it. Your logic is fine, but when you're going with a higher number, 10 to the power of 5 or all those things, you people will be facing issues. Okay. Well, Srihari. Okay, again the same. I could see everyone is going range. I'm speaking of, I know that everyone knows this logic, going till n plus 1. But the code, what I'm expecting is not this. I want the optimized way. If people are writing the general logic, think about optimization here. Rohit. Guys, optimization. I don't find any optimization in your program. Your code is not optimized here. No. Now, teacher. No. Okay, someone has written Bhavani, what we are written. I plus 2. Excuse me. Okay. Your mention as I plus 2. Bhavani, check with your logic. Does it works? If the given number is 6, for the logic, what you have written? Surya Bhavani. What logic, what you have written is, if your given number is 6, what happen? Your I value will be incremented to 2 before entering to it. So I don't think so this logic will work. Huh? Good, Sai Venkat. That's the reason. Okay. That's only up to a half. Good. Okay. So Sai Venkat has found it. And others, what about others? Shall we discuss what is the optimization here? What you did? Again, till the number. Okay, we'll discuss about the optimization, guys. Then you can go ahead further. So I could see that you people are writing program, right? Your program is like this. Yeah, Venkat, that's better actually. Just write the code for it. Whatever you're saying is fine. Square root is good. Just write the code. I'll explain about that one after explaining this half of it. Okay. Guys, listen here. Everyone is writing code, but what is the code you are writing? Let me explain you people. Just listen carefully here. So you're going to accept a number from the user. You'll be accepting a number. Normally in typecasting, you're going to accept it, isn't it? Input and followed by you are going to mention enter any number. So after this, you're going to do the factors for it. So we know that the number which is divisible within this range of 1 to the given number is going to be the factor of it. So you might have written like this for I in range. So starting from, guys, this is not the optimization, just I'm representing what you people has written. Okay, this is what you have written, and inside this you have mentioned the condition, isn't it? You have mentioned this, the given number modulo by I, whenever it is 0, you are trying to print the particular number. Okay, so this logic works directly. You're trying to print it. So what happens? This logic works. If I give 10, the factors of 10 is going to be printed. Okay, but what happens here, if at all I'm giving 10, your loop has to execute 10 times. If I give 20, 20 times. If I give 30, 30 times. If I give 100, 100 times, 1000, 1000 times. So it has to go with n times. So this is not the optimized code. So the logic behind this, you can look at here. So if the given number is 10, so the factors are 1, 2, 5 and 10. If the given number is 6, the factors will be 1, 2, 3, 6. Isn't it? If the given number is 100, the factors will be 1, 2, 4, 5, then 10, 20, 25, 50, 100. What is the similarity people can find among these factors? The given numbers are different. So what is the logical similarity can you find among this? Come on, guys. What is the logical similarity here? Guys, can you find some logical similarity here? Okay, it will give multiple, it will give more. No, not like that. It will not be okay. Multiples, no. For I in range, okay. No common factors. I'm not speaking about the common factor. I'm not speaking about the common factor at all. I'm speaking about the logic. What is the similar logic can you find here? Similarities here. Time complexity is more. Yes, this is what I'm speaking about. What is the similarity? Not reduce only, we are seeing the similarity. What is the logic behind it? Shaker, what number you give, it will come at last. That will come. Okay. Vamsi, good. Okay. Listen here. Okay, 10 and hundreds are common factors. Okay, listen here, listen here. I didn't come to say the point what you people are speaking. Why one or two has found out. You can notice that whatever the number you're giving, you're having after factors only till half of the number, isn't it? If the number 10 is given, what is the factors you're having? You're having only till 5. Then the given number will be the factor. If the number 6 is given, you will have factors only 3, then the 6 will be the factor. If the number 100 is given, you will be having only factors till 50, again 100 will be the factor. If 1000 is given, we'll have only factors till 500, then 1000 will be the factor. Got the logic behind it? For any number, the factors will be only till half of the number. Again, the same number will be the factors of it. So this is the logic behind it. So what happens? Instead of going n time, I can go for n by 2 times. So here, what you can do is, you can make it as n by 2. You can make it as integer division, and instead of integer division, you can make it as floor division here. And here, since I'm going to n by 2, it will print only half of the number. Then, if I come out of it, I want the original number to be printed, right? The last number to be printed. So, let me print my given number here. Janvi, you want me to repeat again? Okay, I'll repeat again. Ends with space. It is very simple. Listen carefully. For any number, you'll have only factors till half of the number. Here in this scenario, what we have taken number 10. For 10, what is the factor? 1, 2, 5 and 10. So till half I'm having the factor, then the given number is given as a factor here. The same way, I wrote printer, okay, I'll modify it. The same way, you'll have, if you take 6, we'll have only half of the number till 3 as a factor, then 6 will be the factor of it. For any given number, if you're finding factor, you'll have only half of it. So it is not required for us to go till n or n plus 1. It is sufficient for us to stop till n by 2. So then you can print the last number separately. So the same factors is going to be printed, but what happened? The number of iteration you are taking to display this operation is reduced. Is that clear? So number of iteration is reduced here. Completely it has reduced. Okay, good. There is one more method, taking square root of it. I'll let you know at the next step. So there is one more method for optimizing this further. I'll let you know, but the next one, next problem solving, I'll compare with this one with the previous one. 10 I'm printing at the last. Tanush, look at here. The last number I'm printing it. Okay. Deva Kalyan, you send me something. Yeah, use, reduce, set, range. Good. All those things are fine. Right now, I didn't take reduce all those things, right? So just a minute, Deva Kalyan. We'll go over with prime numbers. In prime numbers, we'll see all those things. Okay. Whatever the concept you're trying to say, we'll see all those things there. Guys, is this clear so far? Explain for 21. So you want the input to be given as 21? How it is like? So what you people are asking 63, 21, what is that input value as you people are speaking about? Come on, guys. Okay, input value. Okay. Just a minute. All of a sudden, what happened? Meanwhile, literal base int. I didn't give any value, right? It has accepted space here. Just a minute. So let us give 21 as you people say. You can notice here. Guys, just you can note on this logic and try. The factors of 21. 1, 3, 7, 21. Clear with it? For any given number, it's going to work. So it will be easy for you people. So that is the reason I've taken this 10, 6 and 100 as a value. Is this clear? Can I proceed to next one? Come on. Okay. And the next question is, I want you people to write logic for prime number. Where I know that prime number and this particular factors are more or less similar. So that is the reason first I made you people to write these factors of a given number. So I want you people to write logic for prime number to check whether given number is prime or not. Come on, make it soon. And moreover, I want this also to be in an optimized way. Srinivas, no optimization is there. Satya Srinivas, right? Okay. I want optimized way, ma. It is not an optimized one. Bhargavi, even we can optimize than that. Than the scenario, you can optimize this. Try to find out the logic behind it. Srihari. Srihari, no optimization is there. I couldn't find optimization there. Okay, fine. Just a minute. Let me maximize and see to it. Deva Kalyan. Can you optimize Deva Kalyan? This is not an optimized code, right? Venkat, it is not optimized. Try to optimize this. Navya Teja, not optimized. Yes, somewhat optimized. Try to go ahead with the next level, Navya Teja. This is acceptable. Try to implement the next stage, next level. You can go with the next level. Okay, Pavan. Good, Pavan. Good. Guys, once you're posting, just to try to post to panelists and don't post to attendees. You can find the option there to all panelists and attendees. Just post to panelists only. It will be easy for your friends to post their code. If I keep on posting, even for them also it's been popping up. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Chandramouli, your code is good. Try to optimize in the next level, Chandramouli. Sai Venkat, good. That's the logic. So for the given logic for yours, where does it execute for two? Does it work for two, Sai Venkat? Venkatesh, right? Sai Venkatesh. Does it work for two? Okay, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we need to print first two. Okay. Others who else trying, try it soon. We can discuss. Okay. Multiple conditions. Okay, two. We are written the condition for trying or not. Okay. Okay. Okay, shall we discuss? Okay, we'll discuss about the logic here. So I guess we have spent more time on it. We'll discuss about logic. I could see majority of the people are trying to optimizing, but I want more optimized way. One or two has found out. Okay. Here we are discussing about this logic, right? This factors. So what is the option? Two option we have discussed. One option is going till n number. So literally finding factors is a prime number logic. Yes or is it? Is it? So if the number has only two factors, then it is a prime number. If the number has more than two factors, it is not a prime number. So these factors and prime numbers are all together bounded. Okay. So based on the number of factor, we are saying is a prime number or not a prime number. Here, if the number has two factor prime number, more than two factor, not a prime number. Here we are seeing two optimized method. One method is going to n and finding the factors. Another method is going to n by 2 and finding the factors. So these are the two approaches what you have seen. The one more approach is there. We can even optimize this. Just listen carefully here what I am saying. So for any number, it is not required to go to the half. It is sufficient for us to go to square root of the given number. So for example, I'll give you some example. We'll take this 100 itself. So the square root of 100 is, listen carefully everyone. Listen here, square root of 100 is going to give you 10 as a result. So square root of, so till 10 times you're going to go. So what I'll go is I'll take the first values. First values as 1, 2, 4, 5 and 10. Okay. So these are the numbers within the square root. So I'm saying that it is not required to go till half. It is sufficient to go to square root of the time. The reason is if you know the first half, the next half can be generated based on the first half. Listen carefully. I'll show you how it will be generated. The given number divided by the first number what you have generated is going to give you 1 again. So it's going to give you 100 again. So what happened if the first number is generated, I can able to generate the last number at this end. Okay. The same way 100 divided by 2 is going to give you 50. Got it? So if for this I'm like applying for, since you know 100 will be easy for us to calculate, that is the reason I've taken 100. If you are applying this logic for any number, it will work, ma. For any given number, it will work. So it should be 4, right? Sorry. For any given number, if you know the first half, the next half can be generated easily. So that is the reason for any number, if you know, if you go to square root of the particular number, that is sufficient. So you people might have a doubt. If I have the second half, can I generate the first half? Yes, it can be done. The second half value will be 100. 100 divided by 100 is going to give you 1. So here 100 divided by 50 is going to give you the next value 2. Same way it can be done for all the numbers. 100 divided by 24 is going to give you 4 again. So for if you know the square, if you go to square root of the particular given number times, so if it is not divisible till the square root of the given number time, for sure it will never divide by the next half. This is the logic behind it. Is this clear? Guys, clear with the optimization behind it? Come on, respond. We'll go over with the logic. Just we'll go over with the program. Right now we have seen only the logic of it. Jaishwil, what happened? You didn't get it. Okay, many wants to repeat it again. Okay. Okay, listen carefully, ma. Those who want it, I'll repeat again. Listen carefully. Here we are going to go ahead with one optimization technique. This is nothing but normally we know that whenever the particular number has only two factors, then the particular number is a prime number. If the particular number has more than 2 factor, it is not a prime number. So we know that for finding factor, we have seen one optimization technique. It is not required to go till n. It is sufficient for me to go to given number by 2. So this is one of the optimization. So compared to this, one more optimization method is available, which is nothing but going to square root of the given number time is sufficient so that I can able to find the given number is a prime or not. So why is the square root of the given number time in the sense? For the any given number, if you go to square root of the given number time, if at all the particular number is not having factors within the given range of square root of the given number, for sure it will never have the factors for the remaining numbers also. So I can notice that. So here we are taking the number as 100. For 100, I'm finding the factors. For factors, this could be the factors of 100. If I take square root, it could be of 10. So I'll take we are writing this 1 to 10 separately. So if you know this, the remaining half can be generated based on this particular number. So the given number divisible by the first factor will give you the last factor. The given number divisible by the second factor will give you the next last factor. Okay, so the divisible of this particular factors with the given number is going to generate the remaining factors. So if the number is divisible within this particular range, then it will have the factors for the other range also. So by this conclusion, I can able to find it out. Is this clear? If it is divisible by the first square root of the half, then if square root of the half, then it will be divisible by the next half. Come on, is this clear? Can we go for program? Okay. Now we'll go ahead with the program. Right now, shall we go ahead with the function? Prime. We'll call this prime function with a value, some value 17. So we'll receive the number here. So now here I'll write the logic of it. Okay, just I'm declaring a function, I'm passing value for a function call alone directly. Here we are going to write logic here, the same factor logic what you are going to what you have mentioned, this logic I'm going to write here. So what is that? You're going to have for I in range. Here what is the range? You're going to take from the given number 1 to, previously we have seen that first I'll execute by the number by 2, then we can go ahead with the logic what we have seen now. So that it will be easy for you people to compare. This is the older one. Then going n times, it is sufficient to go to n by 2 times, then we can go ahead with the square root of times. Just changing this particular part alone is sufficient. So I'll check, it is number, right? It's not n, it should be number. Okay. Here I'm going to check if at all the given number is divided by, is divisible by I, the remainder is equal to 0. Here it is not required to go from 1, it is sufficient to go from 2. Here I'm excluding this 1 and the given number. I'm taking only the range from starting from 2 to square root of the given number, or 2 to half of the number. You can take from 2. If at all the number is divisible, okay, if the number is divisible, we can mention directly you can print not prime. If it is divisible, right now you can print directly not prime, and you can stop your execution. You can return your function back. Okay, it is not required to go further. Okay, if it is executing till the end, okay, if it is executing till the end and you doesn't find it is divisible at all, then you can go ahead and print it is a prime number. Just a minute. Guys, is this clear? I'll tell you the square root of times. Just after completion of this, we'll go with the square root of time. Is this clear for you people? Just by I mentioned by using n by 2. I didn't go to square root. Next, I'll implement the square root here. Come on. The logic what you are discussing, this is still n by 2. I'm taking range from 2 to n by 2 alone. I didn't go for square root. Next, I'll optimize this. Come on, respond me. I'm taking range from 2 to given number by 2. So if at all I take 100 as my input, so you can notice that here I'm taking, if the given number is 100, here I'm taking my range as, okay, here I'm taking my range as starting from 2 to 100 by 2. This is my range value. Here I didn't take 1 and moreover I didn't include the given number. So I'm taking within this particular range 2 to 100 by 2 and I'm taking 100 divided by 2. If it is divisible at least once, then I'll say that it's not a prime number and I'll come out of this for loop itself. Return in the sense I'll come out of this function itself. So if at all you are given some prime number, I'll go till half of it. Okay, till the half of it, I'll check whether it is divisible or not. When it is not divisible completely, it will never go inside this if function. From the beginning till the end, if it is not divisible by the particular value, it will never go inside it and it will come out of it and it will print it is a prime number. Got it? So the range what you are taking, if it is at least divisible by 1, it will be displaying not prime. The reason is I'm not including 1 and the given number. So it should not, the prime number will have a factor as 1 and given number only. So I'm not including the particular range in the for loop. So it should not be divisible. So if it is divisible, I'll print not prime number and come out of it. Clear? Come on, is this clear? Okay. Fine. Now we are speaking about the square root of the given number, right? The square root of the given number, how can we write it? Either I can make use of math function or you can make it as power of, here if this indentation does not match us, right? Where Pavan? I couldn't understand Pavan Kumar. Here indentation I'm doing it. Here this indentation is in this if condition is inside here. This else is not for your if condition. This is for your for loop. This else is for loop, Pavan, is not a if. I given a syntax. Could you people remember here? Else for your for loop. This is not for your if condition. This is for your for loop. Okay. So don't be confused here. This is not for your if. This else is for your for loop. If I give else for if condition, what happen? For each and every time it will print prime number or not prime number. I don't want that to happen. At the end only I'll come to the conclusion. If it is not divisible till the given range, then I'll make it as it is not a prime number. Okay. So I'll take square root of the given number. Then we'll do int of. Got it? The same logic, guys. Either you can go ahead with square root method or you can go ahead with 0.5. So what is that you're asking? Just a minute, something you're asking about. Just a minute. Okay, if we give condition. Hemant Kumar, what is your question? I didn't get it. For Bhargavi, for one, I didn't consider it. For one, you're supposed to write separately. For one condition, I didn't consider here. Okay, exclusive of one, we are considered here. Hemant, what is your question? I couldn't get your question. You're asking that. Hemant, can you make it the question a bit clear? I couldn't understand what you're saying. You want to make this condition here. The third parameter, we doesn't have condition, Hemant. According to here, we should have only incrementation as your third parameter. Got it? Range will have only the third parameter as your step value. So this condition is going to give you only true or false as your value. Yes. Sharma, here, guys, you people have a doubt. If at all I give break, what happens here? If I give break here instead of return, what happens? What could be output? If I give break, you can notice that here for this number it is fine. If I give some other number, 16 or something, okay, you can notice that it will print not prime, and it has to come here actually. In just a minute, why it is not coming? It will break this loop alone. Fine, it is working here. For some cases it never works. Just a minute, let me check to it and let me confirm you before saying. Okay, even you can place break. Return is a wiser one. It will come out of the program completely. Only in the break, what happened, guys? Only this loop get breaks. Return in the sense it will come out of the function. So you want 2 to be given, and some people are asking about 2. Here 2 is also an exception case. For 2 and 1 is the exception cases here. Sorry, only 1 is exception case, and 2 here you can notice that it is going to square root of the given number time, right? So for the square root, you can notice that this will come out of the range. If you're taking square root of the given number, this condition will never be satisfied. It will come out of it and directly reprint a else part. For 2, it will work fine. Only for 1, it's an exception case. And what else you want? Okay, why you are typecasting it? The reason behind it, if at all you are using in your other programming language, C or something, if you are trying to divide it, it will convert as an integer in case of auto typecasting occurs. Here auto typecasting never occurs, so we are supposed to square root of the given number will give you fractional values. So in order to avoid the fractional values, I'm making it as an integer. That is the reason here I'm trying to typecast it. Clear with this, Srihari? Guys, are they clear with this program? This is an optimized one. So when you're going with 10 power something or those things, it will be easy. So you want to display total number of factors. So here you can go for displaying factors. Even here, this square root methodology you can apply here. I told you that there is one more method for this, right? Guys, just give me confirmation. Is this clear? Then you can go with the above one. Are you people clear till this? Come on, respond me. This is a more optimized one, ma. There is no more optimization than this, according to my knowledge. So if you give the huger value like 10 to the power 3 or 4, even within few execution, I can able to find out the with prime number or not, or whenever you're supposed to take numbers and do some manipulation with prime number, you can make this logic. Going to square root and the remaining number you can generate it. So you want this range alone to be done. This range. Guys, it's very simple. It is literally mean that this range, what I mean here is, just I'll write here separately. I'm taking range. This range is, I'm taking here square root of the given number. Starting value will be 2 and a step value will be the square root of the given number and followed by square root of the given number plus 1. So instead of using square root function, if I want to use square root function, I should make use of the math module, right? Here I don't use math module, all those things. I'll make use of the common terminology, which is nothing but for taking square root. I have mentioned this 0.5. The number square root can be mentioned as the number power of 0.5. Can we mention like this? The number square root can be mentioned as number power of 0.5 or number. Here for exponent will be using double star. So power of 0.5. So this is literally means that your square root of the given number. Both are same. Square root of the given number or the number power of 0.5, both are same. Okay, so that is the reason I given as 0.5, and we know that the range will go only till the given number minus 1, isn't it? That is the reason I have mentioned as plus 1 here. Okay, what is that, Kiran? Ma'am, else condition always execute breaks. So else condition will never, here this is some exception case, it is wiser to give return. That's the reason I have made function here. So it is wiser always to give. Just a minute, it has made as raw. Just a minute, let me modify it as code. Always you can have this one as a written. It will be easy for you if at all you are writing in any program, not only in Python, for any programming language. If you are mentioning as written, it will be better. So return in the sense immediately will come out of this function. If you give break, usually as per the logic, it will come only out of the for loop and this print statement will be executed. So always have a habit of giving return instead of break. Akshaya, what is that? Here square root you are not typecasting, Akshaya. Here what you are doing is just typecasting the result what you got. You'll be getting some result. If you're doing square root of the particular number, you'll be getting result. So for example, let me give 2 square root of 0.5. For sure, your result will be only in case of float, whatever the number it may be. So if I give 9, your number will be of only in case of float. Here in case of this range operator, we can't able to take the float value. That is the reason we are taking as an integer. Are you people clear why I'm typecasting it? Even as a perfect square also, it will give you output only in case of float since I'm doing square root of it. So that is the reason we are supposed to typecast here. Okay. Guys, are you people clear with this prime number logic? Come on, respond me. If at all you have any doubt also, you can let me know. So before moving to next topic, it will be clear, completely clear for you people. Okay, Rohit, you want to make it as printing the range. Okay, all the prime numbers in the range of 1 to 2. We'll see to it. Guys, will you try with the, as your friend asked, I'll give time for you people to try for one small question. You're supposed to print prime number within a given range from 1 to 100. Will you try it? The same logic, only a small variation is going to be there. Just prime number generation. Try it soon. You're supposed to make one more for loop about to it. But make sure that here, in case of prime number generation, you're supposed to use flag value here. What is that, Sai Venkat? What you're asking about? Sai Venkat, whatever you're saying, can you type it as a code and show me? I can get what is exactly you're trying to say. For somehow for 2, we are not going to apply condition here. I'm starting from 2 itself. Total number of factors. Okay, Anish will complete this and can go ahead with this one. Total number of, you want to count the factors and display it, right? So have a counter and display it. Or I'll tell you the shortcuts. The factors can be done by using square. Okay, Sai Venkatas. Okay. If people are still, come on, try to complete soon. This one, generation alone. Try to complete soon. I guess you people are trying it. Okay, square root of the given number. Just a minute, just a minute. Bhargavi, you're written. Okay, you're calling prime number. Okay. 2 to 101. Okay, you're calling its prime. Okay, good. Good. Guys, you can add just one function call here. You can have a function call. You can mention one loop and have a function call inside it. Your task will be very simple. That don't try to modify the entire code. Don't make use of two for loop outside, inside. Don't do all those things. Okay, upper limit, lower limit, flag value. Okay. Okay. I could see people, many were modifying the code. Okay. Two, three, seven. Okay, fine. Kiran, 2 comes under prime number, right? According to your logic here, your number is prime. Okay, good. That's first condition is right and followed by 1 and n modulo by n. Okay. Yeah, Kiran, even this works. Venkat, I mentioned 2 for lobes, break, print I, okay. Okay. Others, what happened? Okay, shall we discuss here? Okay, not to spend much time in it. Already we have spent much time here. So we'll do one thing. Here, what you're supposed to pass a range of value, right? So for the range of value, we'll take a range here as of now. Here, let me take your n1 value directly. Right now, let me take my n1 value as 1. So initially, I'm giving my initial value directly. Listen carefully here. And I'm going to give till 1 to 100, isn't it? This is the range. So now we'll go ahead with your for loop for I in range. Okay. Here, I'll make it as 1, 2, till what I'm going to do, till n by 2. So n2 plus 1. This is the range what I'm going to take here. So inside this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this function call. What is the function name? My function name is prime, right? So I'll have a function call here. So how many times this function call is going to happen? This function call is going to happen these many times as your loop is going to execute. So I'll call these many times. Your I value will be called for the function. And now here, if it is a prime number, if I get true as my value, then I'll print my I value, else I'm not going to print it. I guess you people are clear with the logic what I have written here. I've taken two value n1 and n2, just I'm making this function call multiple times. Till these many times for each and every value I'm going to pass it. And even you can do one thing, you can avoid one step by passing. You know that for sure even number is not, odd numbers is only odd numbers can be a prime number. Even number cannot be a prime number. So you can have step count as 2 also. Okay. Here we are, we can start with, we'll pass from 2. We are excluded from, we'll pass from 2, and we can have, if you are starting from 2, step count. Step count, if you're passing from 2, then no way. If you're passing from 2, can be step count given here. Let it be 1 right now. Okay, here the same logic, guys. Here what I'm going to do is I'm going to mention one small operation alone. Okay, here I'm starting from Samuel David. I'm starting from 2. We are not including 1 here. Okay, just we'll modify it and we'll check with here. Here what I'm going to do is here just I'm going to, instead of writing this odd or even, here if it is divisible, immediately I'm going to return, what I'll return is I'll return false as my value. No need of checking further. So if it is not divisible throughout a program, then I can return true. Clear? Execute it. So better I'll give ends with space, else it go, a long list will be going. So right now let me give ends with space. Got it? Guys, is this clear? I didn't do much modification in the existing program. The function is as such. Instead of printing, I'm just returning true or false. If it is true, it's going to print as a prime number. If it is not true, it's not going to print as a prime number. Is this clear? Do you have any doubt on it? Here is a small confusion. If you arises for step value, 2 will not be included. You are right, 2 for 2 separate condition has to be written. So right now let me keep as such. So if you want more optimized, just print 2 alone separately, then start with 1 plus 2. I have a step value by 2. Which for loop, Venkat Jyoti want to explain? This for loop. Is this for loop? Is this the one? Here I'm taking the range from 1 to 100, right? So 1 this is by 1 to 100 this is by default. For 1 you have to write separate condition. Here I didn't write it. If required, if people can write here, guys. Here I'm taking starting my range from 2 to n plus 1. So n2 plus 1. The range will be, if I give n2 plus 1, it will go till 100. n2 value is 100. n2 plus 1 this is, it will go to 100. If I give n2, it will go only till 99. So I'm giving n2 plus 1, and here I'm calling this prime function. So what happened, each and every time the value will be picked from this range and will be passed with this prime, and the function will be called, and this function will throw you either true or false as your output. If it is throwing true, the number will be printed. If it is false, the number will not be printed. Come on, is this clear? Everyone? Guys, respond me. You can move on to next one. For a long time, we are being in this 2 program. Okay, good. Guys, wherever you come across this prime term, it will be easy for you. And moreover, you can notice this factor number. I told you that optimization, right? So you can do one more thing here. Okay, one more thing can be done here. The more optimized way I told you, right? We can able to generate it. So generating, you can print. Meanwhile, print here the given number modulo by I. Not modulo, I guess. We want the division. Make it as integer division by I. Comma ends with space. What happens here? Some semicolon has came here. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. I'll give you apart from 100. Let me give some other thing. It will be easy for you. 100, 250. I'll show you the optimized way for the factors one. Okay, just a minute. Give me a second. And 250, 425, 520. So what happens here? Okay, square root of the number time. Okay. So since I'm doing this one, just a minute. Guys, I'm just trying to show you that this factors number in optimized way. Just a minute, Sai Venkat. I'll complete this and I'll come to your program. Okay. Guys, these factors we have seen optimized way, than that is an optimized one. Just you people can have an idea about it. So when you are looking at the program, when you compare with your friend's code, your code should be something different. It should not be the factors. When people ask about factors, don't write the common logic where all people write. Then there is no difference in your code, right? So write something different. Okay. Let me try to optimize it. One small exception is there. I'll try to find out 1 and 100, 2 and 50, 4 and 25, 5 and 20, 10, and this print is not required. Oh God. Guys, look at this and let me know, can you people understand this one, what I'm saying? This one is nothing. So far what we people are discussing, this is the code. The more optimized way for your factors. For displaying factors of a given number, all the factors could have displayed. You can notice that the factors are 1 and 100, 2 and 50, 4 and 25, 5 and 20, and 10 will be displayed. The same logic, I didn't go to n by 2. Here what I did is I go on to square root of the given number time. We are going to square root of the given number time. And what I do is the same logic, what is the given number divided by the number, what is the factor you found, just I'm trying to divide it. So just I'll find, if at all it is a factor, I'll try to print the particular number. You can notice that I'll go with step by step. If the number 100 is given, 1 will be the factor of it, and I'll print the 1 and I'll come here. And what I'm doing here is 100 divided by 1 not equal to I. Right now, just forgot about this condition. I'll tell you why is this condition I'm applying here. So I'll just print 100 divided by I. So this 100 will be printed. The same way till this particular number 5 will be printed. Okay, keep in mind that till 5 executed, I have printed this line. Okay, now coming to the 10. Now if I'm coming to 10, you can notice that 10 will be printed here. After 10, if I'm coming here, again 100 divided by 10 will print 10 again. I don't want this 10 to be printed twice. In those cases, what I'm doing is I'm filtering a condition. If at all the given number divided by I value, it gives you same value of I, then I'll never go inside this. Whenever it is not equal alone, go inside this. Whenever it is equal, don't try to print the 10 again. Got it? So in this way, you can have a factor to be printed in an optimized way. This is a more optimized way for printing your factors of a given number. So square root method is the best approach. Is this clear so far? Here the one important point is, in order to avoid the last step, not to avoid 10 to be printed twice, I'm applying this condition. This condition is in order to avoid 10 to be printed twice. That's it. Come on guys, respond me. Is this clear? Sai Venkat, you are printing prime or not prime. So that program is all over prime or not prime or displaying within the range. I guess it is for prime or not prime, right? For 2 is prime and 1. Okay, that's fine. So after this elif, it is not required. Once you determine that is a not prime, don't end up checking going with the for loop. You can come out of it. You can mention return Sai Venkat there. So once you find that when it is divisible by 2, you are saying it is a not prime, right? You can come out of your program. No need of going further check with the 3 to the given number. It is an unnecessary check. And remaining are right. And in place of this n by 2, you can make square root of the given number. Or you made by 2. Okay, step 2 is fine. Even step 2 square root will be the best option. Compared to step 2, square root will be the best. Square root will be the best option. Just try to implement square root there. Okay, I guess everyone is clear with this factors and prime number. Okay. We'll move on to next topic, guys. Okay. And next is all about a very small program based on while loop. Try to do sum of digits. Sum of digits. If the given number is 1, 2, 3, 4, do sum of digits of this number and try to display the result. Just make it soon. Okay, Anish is keep on asking to display the total number of factors, right? Anish, if you want to display the total number of factor, you can have a counter of it here. How many time your loop is executing? You can have a counter. You can display the count. I thought of saying this one, but when I'm going with the next one, I forgot this. You can have your counter value here. And here you can print your count into 2 as your result. Your count will be the total number of count into 2 could be a total number of factors here. Yeah, Priyanka, we'll see to it, okay? Okay, sum of digits. You use split, list, map. Okay, good. Srihari, good, Srihari. And normal approach. You people made a string. Okay, good. Make it a string, then convert as a integer, then do it. Okay. Okay. Next, and Sai Venkat, good. So, know what you written. Okay, good. Pavan, good. I could say many were doing in C pattern, and few are doing in the consider as a string, then typecasting it, and many were using list. Okay, Avinash, good. Samuel David, good. I could see the two approaches also. You have written multiple approaches, good. Others, come on, make it soon. Okay, good. Okay, shall we discuss? Yeah, I could see many people have tried it. So here you want to explain the square root. Okay. Okay, after completion of this, I'll explain the factors by using square root methodology. Okay. Okay, shall we discuss here, Ma? The different approaches can be done. So first approach, the normal approach, I'll show you people, then how to do by using the other methods, we'll see to it. Okay. The first approach, normally let me have a variable with a value 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And you can make use of while loop. While n1 greater than 0 can be a condition, and here we are supposed to find that you're going to continuously, you're going to divide the particular number, and the last digit you're going to do sum of the particular number, right? So you're going to do, this is a normal approach which I'm speaking to you people guys, okay? And you're going to have a sum of it. So for having sum, we need one variable, we can declare it. So sum plus assign your reminder. I'm going to have summation of it, and meanwhile consecutively I'm going to divide this particular number. So we'll make it a yes. Guys, no, I could see many where did this typecasting. Instead of this, we can make use of this floor division. That is the reason here we have floor division, right? Floor division or integer division. We can make use of it. Okay, this is one common approach, which is common for all the programming, where you can do this one. So just a minute. So after this, you can print your sum value directly. This is the one common approach where the sum of the numbers will be printed. So apart from this, it can be written in multiple ways. So we'll see what are those. The other multiple way is you can able to consider it as a string. The given input can be considered as a string. Then you can go ahead with the operation. Okay. For example, what to say is here the same one. Let me consider n1 with the same value 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can have here for loop or while loop, whatever convenient with it. Here for I in, you can make this given input as a string type, and you can iterate it one by one. During your input itself, we can accept default as a string type. It's either up to you. Okay, accept as a string type, and here whenever it is a string, we know that it can be iterated character by character. So you can typecast it here, and you can do it. So what happens here? What is the error? We didn't modify the sum value, right? Sum value has to be resetted. We didn't reset it. That's the reason it's displaying as 20 along with the previous value. Clear with this approach? The other method is you can use directly sum method by using this list map and all those things. You can use it. Guys, I guess is this clear? Which sum logic you want to explain, Ma? The first one, this 29th execution or 30th execution, which one you want to execute? Bhavya, which one? 29. Okay. This 29th is a common one where we are going to consecutively divide a number and do modulo of it. For example, here if the given number is 124, if I am doing modulo of it at the first execution, I'll get the value 4 as my reminder, and here the sum will have initial value as 0, so 0 plus 4 will be added. The same way here, I'll make this number 1 to be modified as 1, 2, 3, 4 divisible by 4, which will give you, will reduce the number as 123. For the next execution, the number passed will be 123, which is greater than the given number. and write initial. Just a minute, mouse is going somewhere. Give me a second. Initially it will be 123, 1 2 3 4, and for the next execution it will be 123, and now the remainder value will be 3. So if you're adding sum will be added along with the existing value. 4 plus 3, it will be of 7. Again this process continues until the number value reaches 0. This is how it executes. Is it clear? This process continues repeatedly. It continues until your n1 value reaches 0. The way is clear? Can I move on next one? Here n1 value will be 123 divided by 10. So on continues. This is a repetitive process. Okay. And this is one method. Guys, another method you can make use of list, split, or if people are aware of it, I can have, while you're accepting your input itself, I can accept by using map function as a list type. So what happened here? Whatever the number you are given, it will be splitted one by one and be stored as a list type. If I'm printing it, you can notice that your output will be stored as a list type. This is a list of values. Here what I can do is simply I can mention sum of n. So without iteratable variable it's not possible. So what is missing here? Did I miss something here? Just a minute now. I guess we missed something here. Directly, that's possible, but it's not a comma separator. That's the reason. The sum of list is possible, ma. Int object is not callable. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, something I'll find it out here. Some shortcut is there. I'll find it out. Something I missed it. I guess someone has written in this way. I don't know who. I thought this will be working previously. Okay. I'll find it out, guys. There is some small technique is there. I'll find it out. This one, how to print it. So by this, we can able to accept the input by splitting it. The number what you're accepting can be splitted and stored in a list. So I'll see to it and let you know what is this. What is the error I made it. Taken as a list as a single number. Okay, fine. I'll see to it and I'll let you know after break this one, this particular concept alone. Guys, is this clear with this approach? Come on. Shall we move on next one? Split based on comma, then I guess it will work. We'll see to it, Shiva. Space none. So we are not going to accept comma separator, right? Guys, better I'll see to this at the break time and I'll let you know. Okay. Just YouTube can have a discussion about after break. We'll have discussion about this question. Just remind me. Hmm? So this is not possible here. In this case, I guess it is not possible. Along with the spaces, if you are giving, then that's fine. Here, there is a single number. It is not a spaces. According to the given question, it is not a space, right? So if there is no space or no comma separator, then it is not possible to do like this. Okay. Yeah, you want to give it as an editor space. Okay. Guys, better I'll do one thing. We'll have a discussion about this after break. Okay, just give me some time. We'll have after break. This will execute. So what if people are coming to, okay, as the people say, let me do one thing. So you want to mention this as list of 1, 2, 3. Is this the one? List of 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to make it a string. Okay. And then yeah, we have mentioned space, but I'm trying to implement this for the given program. Okay, guys, I'll do one thing. We'll see after this session, we'll go ahead with this map, list map, all those things. Then I'll deal with this question. Okay, just we'll right now we'll keep it as such. After this session, after this completion of this for loop, we'll go ahead with list and list comprehension and followed by map. We'll see there. This question they will see there. Okay, not to spend much time in it. I'll debug this one. Just remind me alone. Okay. I guess reversing a number, will you people try it? It is very easy, same as this, right? Reversing a number. Just modify the existing code for reversing a number. Yes, Anish, we'll discuss about it. Make it soon. Try logic for reversing a number, then we can go ahead further. Or will you take it this as your task? Shall I go ahead with next one? Sum of digit reversing a number is almost same, right? Will you take it as a task? Shall I go ahead next one? Respond me something. Okay. To take this reverse number as a task and try to do it, okay? Next, we'll go ahead with the pattern problems. Even in case of Python, we do have pattern, right? So will you people try this pattern? So we know that whenever you're going for a pattern, we'll have a nested loop. Try this pattern. This is very basic pattern, ma. Try it soon. I'll give you the outline of patterns alone. So how the questions are going to be in pattern. And here we people are right now concentrating on InfyTQ, guys. Mostly will be questions based on InfyTQ we are concentrating here on, and I'll give you some instruction after post break where you're supposed to solve those questions, all those things. Yeah, Venkat, that's work. Yeah, you can do convert as a list and you can do like this. Yeah, n value is 5. I given here 5. If n value is 5, I want this to be out as an output. Priyanka, that's good. Shiva, why is this if condition? Apply if condition here, right? This if condition is not required. Directly you can print it. Okay. Why it is required? Why is this if? What are you going to do with it? Oh, your condition you started with row minus 1. Okay, since you started with row minus 1. Five to 1. Okay. We can't. J in reversed range. Okay. Avinash has given. Good, Avinash, good. Sai Charan, are you supposed to go till 1 or the J loop will go till 0? What is the end condition? If I give 1, it will go only before to it. So before I'm discussing about this program, I'll give you one outline about the pattern. So whenever you people are planning for a pattern program, you'll be having pattern only among this. The one pattern is you'll be having either square pattern. Okay, the outer boundary will be either square pattern or you'll have a triangle. This triangle will be either you'll have triangle like this, okay, or you'll have a triangle pattern like this, or you'll have a triangle pattern like this, or you'll have a triangle pattern like this. So you'll get pattern like this only in this form. Here for this it is not required to consider both spaces. Then the triangle like this or as you are supposed to consider with the spaces left over here. Okay, and apart from this you will get triangle like this. Well, these are the most specific pattern you'll be getting. Apart from this, you'll have some logic to traverse in a spiral manner or in a like a chakravyuga, it might be there. Okay, spiral manner in the sense in the square matrix you'll be traveling like this. Chakravyuga in the sense the same in the sake of square matrix you'll be traveling like this. So traversal might be different. When you're coming with the generation of it, you'll get either square or any one of the triangle pattern. Okay, shapes will be only any one among this. So first you people should have an idea how to generate this shape alone. Then we can go with the logic. Okay, fine. I'll come back to the programming part here. Okay. G Hari has mentioned only I. So Sri Hari, you are starting with I. So what is the decrementation part? By default, it goes with step value plus 1, right? Check with that. What you are trying to print here is J value you are trying to print. You are trying to print your J value here. It's J plus 1. So you are printing J plus 1 in this sense. Just look at your course, Sri Hari. You are printing first what happened. 1 will be printed. That's fine. So till 1. So what is the starting value? By default, start value will be taken as 0, isn't it? So it will be 0 in the sense, okay, 0 plus 1, 1. Okay, second time, 1. Second time, it will start with 0. So again, just execute your code. Second time also, it will start printing only from 1. It will never go from 2. So according to this pattern, we are supposed to print from 2. But your code will gives you only 1, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay, shall we discuss about this code? We'll have a discussion about it. Just listen here, guys. So we are going to have n value. So let me accept my n value from the user int of input. Okay, and after this, we are going to have a for loop. Here we are going to have row and column. So let me give row for row. Let me give rows. So it will be easy for you people to see to it. So here row range will be from 1 to n. So I'm giving n. Since my n value is 5 in the sense, I'll have 4 rows. So it's fine to give 1 to n. And here now let us go with a column. So for a column, I'm going to take a range. So what is the range value? You can notice it is for first row, I'm having 1 column. Second row, 2 column. Third row, 3 column. Fourth row, 4 column. So I'll take my start value from row to 0. I'm going to execute it. And for each and every step, I'm going to make it as decrement from 1. This is the condition what I'm going to apply. And here I'm going to print my column value. Since my column start with row, you can print your column value directly. Column and followed by ends with space. Okay. And I want line break here after a printing of every row. So let me have print. So if I give 5, you can notice that the required pattern will be generated. Is this clear? Guys, this is up to you. Here I'm starting with row. Whatever the row value I'm starting, I'm going to 0. So this is not the only approach. You can go ahead with the approach whatever you're convenient with also. Just I've given you one of the approaches. Okay, Srihari, okay. Now it's fine. So, okay, listen here. So here I'm taking this range from n to 1 to n. I guess if people could understand this, why I'm taking from 1 to n. So if it is 5, I need output as how many rows? 4 rows. Right. For 4 rows, I'll take from 1 to 4. N in the sense normally it will go only till 4. So this condition is fine. Here column, what I'm doing is I'm initializing my column with row value. So for first iteration, I'll consider my row value is 1. So I'm going to start from 1 to 0. So 1 to 0, how many steps is there? Only one step is there. For each and every step, I'm going to decrement it. So initially, I'll display my 1. And after this, no more iteration for the next step. When I'm trying to decrement this value, 0 less than 0, the condition is false, so it will automatically terminate it. For the next iteration, your row value will become as 2. I'll come here. Right now, I'll go from 2 to 0. How many steps I'm going to go? I'm going to go to 2 step. Okay, I'm going to go for 2 step and I'm going to just print it. The those many step is taken by using this particular row. So first what happened? This particular 2 will be taken and 2 will be taken in your row. So 2 will be printed. For next step 2 will be reduced as 1. So 1 will be taken printed. For the next step it will become as 0. Termination occurs. So the range is taken from 1 to 0. So 1 to 0, first 1 will be taken printed. Here the range is taken from 2 to 0. So 2 will be printed, then 1 will be printed. Once 0 come, it will be failed. For the same way, for the next iteration, it will go from 3 to 0. So 3, 2, 1. So once it reaches 0, it's terminate. Is this clear? Come on guys, is it clear? Okay. Okay, Ma, you can move for your break. Okay, we'll resume after break. Guys, shall we resume the session? Okay. No, Srihari, he doesn't have any late classes. Okay. Okay, fine. So we are discussing about this, right? How to accept the input. You can accept this. The mistake what we did is I made this split function after this. It's not required here. So you can notice that here if I'm making use of map followed by int comma string of what are the input you're accepting, I'm going to accept as a string, then typecast it by using this map object. I'm going to do it and store it as a list type. You can even access like this as a list. So during your input operation, you can make it as a list, then you can go ahead with the operation. Either as a list type. Once you're going for list type, then no other way you're supposed to make use of iterator. In place of this string, make use of this n, then try to add it. Clear with this? Guys, are you clear with this? I'll explain you people if required. I'll explain about map and how to implement all those things step by step once completing this list and this map function. Okay, this is all about to accept. You have to accept the input as an integer and make it as a list of values. Then you can add one by one integer by iterating it. Okay, and now we people are discussing about this pattern, right? So I given one more pattern. Just you people try it out. I want this pattern to be printed in a triangle way. If at all my n value is 3, I want this printed to be in triangle manner. Make it a little faster so that you can go ahead with other topics also. Come on, try it fast so that we can move on to next one soon. Okay. These many loops. Okay. Printing. How many spaces? Okay, m spaces. Gayatri, so looking at the spaces, how many spaces you are living here? You have mentioned initially 2 into n. 2 into n gives you here 3. So 6 minus 2. So you're going to give 4 spaces initially. So actually the required space is only 2 spaces, isn't it? 2 space followed by star. And moreover, the spaces you are decrementing. Okay, fine. So initially 4 spaces you'll be getting. Okay, the same logic here. So make sure that here I'll have, if it is 3, I'll have 2 spaces. Isn't it? Initially I'll have 2 spaces only. You can notice here how many spaces is there. Here I'll have 2 spaces and here the space will be slowly decreasing. Here 1 space and here 0 space. Check with your loop whenever you people are writing space, check with the loop. Is it required to give more than 2 spaces here? And printing about the element, you can notice that here 1 value is printed, here 3 values are printed and here 5 values are printed. So here 2 values, right? Sorry, 2 values and 3 values and 4 values and so on. How many stars are printed? Have a counting of it. This counting is for your space and this counting is for your stars. Samuel, you too. Guys, just look at your space alone. How you are taking this condition for space. Manoj. Good, Manoj. By using single for loop. Good. Recorder session will be shared. Okay, they are working on it. They will be sharing it. Since everything is recording on cloud, they will be sharing it. But I'm not sure how fast you'll be getting it. Since this is a huge weight file, you're supposed to download from cloud and they have to do some process. Okay. Okay. Materials, how could I share this one? This is an UMP5. Here, there is no option to attach here. I've handed out this material to the team members. They told they'll be sharing it. And we'll see to that by today's class. If it is not able to share by tomorrow, just give one of your representative number. I'll share to one of the people from your session so that it will be easy for you people to communicate among yourself. Okay. Okay, shall we discuss here? We'll see to it. Yeah, it is safe only. Daily I used to save Encourage. Don't worry. I used to save. You can notice that day 1, day 2, day wise I'm saving it. Okay. It'll be available. Okay, we'll discuss here. I guess you people are writing multiple for loops, right? Here instead of writing multiple for loop, even this task can be done in a single for loop. Listen here. One of your friend has did. So others, I could see many people are using multiple for loops. You can avoid multiple for loops for this question. Okay, just by mentioning, I'm going to accept a number, and here you can take a range for I in range of 1 comma n plus 1. Okay, since if it is 3, I'm supposed to go for 3. So let me start from 1 to n plus 1. And here we are going to consider with 2 elements. What are those? One is for space. So how many spaces are we supposed to leave? So let me mention spaces here. Okay, how many spaces are we supposed to leave? Here we are supposed to leave 2 spaces for the first one. So I can mention this n minus I value. Will it work? Check with here. Yeah, I value here is 1, isn't it? So n value is 3. So 3 minus 1 gives you 2. And the same way here. 3 minus 2. This is your second row, right? So 3 minus 2 gives you 1. And here this is your last row. So 3 minus 3 gives you 0. No spaces. So what I can do is I can just have this condition for printing my spaces here. And after printing the spaces, by default we know that this has line break capacity. So I want to make it as ends with space. Is this line clear for everyone? Just for spacing, I have mentioned one condition. I'm going to have n minus 1 spaces, n minus I spaces for each and every row printing. Is this clear? Before going to next line, just let me clarify this one, guys. You want to repeat again? Here, listen carefully here. My n value is 3. If at all my n value is 3, how many spaces we are going to leave it? I'm just printing for spaces alone. So this is a calculation I have mentioned here. So this is the first row. So this one is the row counting, ma. Here you can, if you want, I'll mention in detail also. Here, what I mentioned is n minus the given number, n minus your row. This is your condition I mentioned here. Your n value is 3. 3 minus first row gives you 2. So for printing, before printing first star, I need 2 spaces. So this is done. So before printing second star, I need 1 spaces. So 3 minus 2. 2 is your row, which gives you 1 space. And for last star, you can notice that 3 minus 3, there is no space at all. So it gives you 0 space. Just for spacing alone, I printed it. And give condition for number. After this only, I'm going to make for number. So ends with space. So by default, you want to know what is the use of ends with. So normally when you're trying to print two statements, let me print here hi. Okay. The same way, the next statement what I'm going to print is hello. Okay, I'm going to print hi and hello. You can notice that how the data is printed. It is printing one after other. Hi, and next line is printed with hello. So in this case, I don't want to print in one by one line. I want to print along with in a single line along with a space. Here in this case, I can give ends with space. That is the use of it, Venkatesh. Clear? Okay, I guess you people are clear with the spacing. Okay, now after printing spacing, what you're supposed to consider with how many stars are to be printed. Now I'll give one more print statement for printing star. So I'm going to print star, and this star, how we are going to print it based on your row value, isn't it? So I'll print my row value here. Okay, into row value. Now let us execute it. So if I give as 4 as my value, 3, right? 3 or 4, what is the input value I given? Okay, we can make it as 3. Okay. So spacing issues there, right? So we'll give some spacing here. Got it? So into I. So for first row 1 star, second row 2 star, third row 3 star. So this will be printed in this manner. Are you people clear? Okay. Come on, respond me. Everyone is so quiet. What does it mean? Okay. Which one you want to repeat, ma? Someone is asking you want to repeat it. Which one? This I loop. Just I'm printing it into I. Those my times. If I mention into I, those my times it will be printed. Okay, just for this is for spacing and this is for those my times. For decreasing order, then you're supposed to do some manipulation. So you want about the spacing, Gayatri. Gayatri, it is very simple. Look at here. For spacing, what I consider is here the n minus I value, row value. You can look at this calculation. It will be very easy. Here I made a calculation. So this is all about your spaces. So if at all the given value is 3, you can notice the 2 space before printing first star, 1 space before printing your second row, 0 space before printing the last row. So this calculation can be made by the given number minus your row. Given number 3 minus row gives you the number. Clear? The given number minus row count will give you the spacing counting. This is how I'm calculating it. Clear? For descending order English, you're supposed to do some calculation. What is but? What you are trying to say? Yes. Okay. If the same kind of program has been modified like this, let us assume. You are given 3 star here and you are given 5 star here. This is the other pattern you people might get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I give like this, the same program, what should I modify? Come on, let me see who is finding out. Space should be there. One star, 3 star, 5 star for the same three. Or you want to remove the space. Encourage this space will never do this one. The spacing is right, guys. The same triangle, but the number of stars printing is varying. You people are speaking about the spaces. The spaces is not going to vary at all. Look at the number of stars printed. You're concentrating only on the space. Don't worry about the space. We can remove the space. Just I need this logic alone, this print statement. What could be this print statement for inside this one? No need of other loop. Say it in the same loop itself. The same loop, only small modification if you are doing, I'll get this output. The same program with small modification is going to give you this output. What is that? Good, Sharma, good. Encourage, good. Now only people has got this one. Okay. Manoj, good Manoj. Pavan has found. Okay, good. You people has found it. There is nothing but you can notice that how many stars are printed here. At the first row, how many stars is printed? 1 star, isn't it? And second row, how many star? It is of 3 star. And next row, it is of 5 star. If it is of next row, how many star could be printed? For next row, how many stars could have printed if you have next row? 7 star. Okay. So what is the logic behind it is? So you can notice that here you'll be having 2 into 1 minus 1. You'll get here 2 into 1 minus 1 will give you number of stars. The same way you can notice that 2 into 2 minus 1. 4 minus 1, 3. Same way 3 into 2 minus 1. Okay, this is all about here. Multiply 2 along with your row. First row into 2 minus 1. Second row into 2 minus 1. Third row into 2 minus 1. So it will give you number of stars. So what you're going to do is you're going to make here as this calculation part alone, where you're going to make it as 2 into I minus 1. So this is a modification where you're going to do it. If I execute 3, you can notice that here some the spacing issues, guys. The star spacing as I printed, I'll remove this one. Got it? Last was 6 stars. No, 5. What happened? How Priyanka 6 stars it is? Check to it. We'll have only 5 stars. Is it clear? Where ma? Here. Here typo error might be. Okay. There is some typo error. Sorry. There's some typo here. That is the reason. So Jaishwal, what do you want to give? If you give I plus 1, I plus 2. 1, 2, 5, 7. I plus 2 also works. So we'll go in here 7, and for next, let us go ahead with the further one. Yeah, it works. I plus 2 works. Is this clear? Come on. In the first print, what is the target? Okay. If you people want to give some idea about this one star, okay, I'll give 0. One of your friends is asking, you want some notification for printing this space. So just for your notification, how many spaces are left over? So for your identification, okay. So 0, 0 determines your spaces. So why this Shiva plus 2 doesn't work? So initially you'll have 1 space, 3 space, 5 space, say 5 star, 7 star. After 7, what could be? 5 2s are 10, minus 1, right? 10 minus 1 is going to give you 9. Why Shiva it doesn't work? I plus 2. Yeah, for first star it doesn't. First star. Yes, for first star it doesn't work. Yes, yes. We can't print the first star. Yes, Jayashwil. First, I forgot about the first star. I didn't think about it. The first star also will be printing as 2. For first star, then you're supposed to print separately. Then that will work. Okay, is this clear? Come on. Okay, fine. Okay. What is it? Then print even number of stars. What is that? What is it you're trying to say, Venkat? How it is even number of stars? You're printing odd number, right? 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. Guys, I'll give you some pattern problems. If you find time, you can work on it. And I can discuss by tomorrow. I guess if people are clear till this. If you are clear, let me know. Come on. Clear, right? Okay. So I'll give you 1 or 2 questions. You can practice though, you can take this as an assessment. You can do it by your, whenever you find time, you can practice it. The first is very common question, that is nothing but GCD. This is a common question. Finding GCD of 2 numbers. You can have a note of it. And next I'll go ahead with the pattern. I'll come to you, Sai Kumar, just a minute. And next is pattern question. In case of pattern question, let me give 2 questions. If time permits, at the end, we'll try to discuss about it. So your output will be 1. I want this to be displayed. Okay. 1 followed by 3 followed by 2 and 4 into 5, 6. Okay. Is 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If at all your n value is 4, I want this pattern to be generated. It is so simple only. It is not that much hard. It is so simple only. You can try it at your free time. Okay, the same triangle pattern, but you can notice that how it is displayed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it is coming in a zigzag pattern. So your data are printed in this way. It is coming here and it is printing. Then it is going. This is how it is printing. Clear with this question? Come on. Shall I give you one more question like this? All those things are interesting one. Lot of questions I have like this pattern and normal questions. So whenever we find time, I'll discuss about these questions. Okay. And I'll give you one more pattern question. And next pattern question is based on, I guess it is of trapezium. Okay, the inverted triangle, inverted one. Okay. So what is it question? Just a minute. Let me try to find it out. Give me a second. How it will be like trapezium, right? Okay. So if at all my n value is 4, my n value is 4, I'll have this output. 17, 18, 19 and 20. Okay. And here I'll have 5, 6, 7. And here I'll have values like this. 19, 18, 16. This will be somewhat interesting, guys. 8, 9, and here I'll have 20, 21, right? 21 followed by 20. And here, not 21, sorry guys. Here it will be of 16, right? So 17, okay. Here should be 7. 16, 18, 17, something I confused here. 16, 15, just a minute. 15 and 14, and here 12, 13. And here we'll be having 10, and here we'll be having 11. If at all your n value is 4, I want this pattern to be printed. You can try all those things. Whenever you find time, you can try it all those things. And if you want, we'll discuss about the logic behind it. So far we are seeing with the general patterns, the common pattern we people are seeing. We didn't see any tricky logic here, just printing star and along with the spaces. Those things are just a basic. So what I'm giving is somewhat, we'll have some tricky logic. You're supposed to find the logic behind it. You can note on those questions. You can try it at your leisure time whenever you find time. And if you want it, we'll discuss it later on after you people trying it. Is this clear? A lot of questions are like this. You can notice that whatever the pattern I told you you're having, the particular pattern will be there. One is the logic, the way of printing is be going in zigzag way. And here That is n refers to number of rows. Find it out, what is the relation between n? The user given n value is n. So you have 4. So if it is matches with the number of rows, take it as number of rows. Sometimes n will be of n, number of rows will be of n minus 1. It varies for a question. So by looking at the pattern, we can able to find whether it's a number of rows or number of rows minus 1. Those things might vary. Is this clear? Come on. Guys, give me confirmation so that I can go get further. Shall we start with list? We'll see one or two program based on list. So far we are seeing only with the basic loops and conditions only we are seeing so far. We didn't start with list. Okay, fine. Guys, and whatever the question pattern we are seeing, after this we are going to concentrate more on InfyTQ pattern. So I request everyone later on at your free time, when you find time, log on to infytq.infosys.com. Have you logged in this particular site already? Give me some response. Have you used this website already, InfyTQ, for practicing questions? No, not yet. Okay. Okay, after this session completes, okay, you people can log on to this website where you'll be finding topic wise MCQ questions based on this Python will be there. Okay, we people are indirectly concentrating on InfyTQ pattern only. Okay, I want so everyone to just log on to it, and you have materials also. The materials also will be given in each and every topic wise. You can go through it, and after go through the material, you will be having questions. Questions will be there. MCQ questions will be there. You can take up the test there also. It will be easy for you people to answer. And from today, you'll be having only coding questions will be there. So in assessment, for yesterday's how the questions were. So you might have add this coding question as well as MCQ, right? So how was the question yesterday? Do you have MCQs or coding? How it is like? Come on. SD assessment, how was the question, ma? Do you have a coding question or MCQ or both? Both MCQ and coding, right? Okay, okay. So from today, I guess you'll be having only coding question you'll be having for assessment. Okay. And I want you people to log on. They are not following indentation. Okay, Venkatesh, I'll ask them to check with it. Okay. Code in the same line. Okay, okay. Some problems like code in the same line. Okay. Okay, I'll explain these information to the team, backend team. I'll explain them. I'll check. I'll ask them to check with it. Okay, indentation is the main thing here. If it is not followed, then I'll ask them to check with it. Okay. So after this session completes, you can have a glance of this website, guys. You can take up your test whenever you're free. You find time, you can have a go to the small module. Materials also will be given in InfyTQ. They are given their own materials itself. You can go through it and you can take up the test. It'll be easy only. Okay. So that it gives you some idea about how the pattern will be there. So in their website, they are given their own question format. It will be easy for you to answer during your contest. You can make use of any programming language as you comfortable. Here they never insist you only on Python. You'll have multiple programming language will be there. What is this, Venkatesh? You're asking for something. The moment we start the test. For all the test cases, you might notice that Priyanka, the test case is satisfied or not. You'll be having as a general hacker rank question also. You'll be having it. So all the test cases will be satisfied, in the sense it will give you notification. So it's showing for 2 hours 45 minutes, though you code for 5 minutes. Okay, I'll check with this, Venkatesh. I'll check with them and let you know what is this, why it is showing this 2 hours 45 minutes. Okay, I'll check with them. So what are the issues you face? Indentation issue you're facing it, and this timing issues, right? So if at all you're facing some issue in the platform, you can let me know. I'll explain to them and I'll give you the solution, what is to be done. Okay. Okay. Guys, I want everyone to check this website for your MCQ questions. Okay. Fine. Shall we move on to next one? Shall we move on to list? We'll have a glance of it and we'll have a questions. We'll discuss about the questions on it. Okay. So next we are going to see with the list. So next question, what are the question we are going to solve is based on list and map. So just let me give you a small small glance about this particular list alone. It will be easy for you people to answer, right? Shall we start? Are you people okay so far? Do you have any doubt in it? You can let me know. Come on, respond me before moving on to next topic. Okay, fine. Let's start. So first we are going to see with the list. Okay, we'll have a view about list and what are the functions available in list as a glance. Then we can go ahead with the program on it. So speaking about list, I guess everyone knows it. List is used for storing a group of values. So if you want to create an empty list, I'll be creating like this. So if at all I want to know the type of it, we can able to find by using type of list. So it gives you that what type of this particular variable as declared. So if you want to create a list along with a value, we'll be creating, just a minute. If you want to create a value list along with the value, I can create follow like this, either with the same type of value or with a different type of value, it can be created. Okay, and whenever you want to access it, we can access this particular data. Okay. Now this is all about the declaration of list. List can be declared normally or list can be even declared as a sublist, list inside list like this. You can declare like this, apple, orange. Even it can be declared as a list inside list and where you can access this list directly. So this is all about the declaration of list. And so speaking about the list, whenever I say list, list will be mentioned by using square bracket, and by default list are mutable by nature. So here we'll be mentioning about mutability and immutability. What is this mutable in the sense? You people might have came across this term mutable. What is that? Changeable. Good. So once a value has been declared, the value inside the list can be modified. It is changeable. Okay. Now, how to access this list? This list can be accessed by using two different approaches. So we'll see what are those. Accessing can be done by two different approaches. Those are, your first approach is done by using indexing and other by using slicing. Indexing and slicing. These are the two different approaches where you can implement it. So speaking about this indexing, so let me take a list. Just a minute, let me add few more cells to it. So right now we'll take this list. Just a minute. We'll take this list. Okay. In this list, if I want to access this first value 1, I'll be accessing list of 0. So which gives you first value can be accessed. So if I want to access this apple, how can I access it? If I want to access this apple, how can I access this? Can you people mention it? By using index value. What is that index number? Priscilla, smart answer, huh? Good. So we know that the index value is 0, 1. What is the index value here? We are supposed to access as 2 of 1. Is it clear? We can access the 2 of 1 like this, so that I can able to access the second index value. So like this I can able to access either as a direct value or nested list can be accessed. And next is speaking about this indexing. Just we'll have a quick glance about this one, guys. So speaking about the indexing, I'll take a list here. So this list, let me initialize some value 10, 20 and 30, 40, 50, 60 and so on. That's enough. So now I'm going to implement slicing. So this slicing is going to have 3 parameters as we see for range. The same thing is going to be there. We'll be having start value here and we'll have a end value and we'll have a step value. The same 3 sequence is going to be repeated for slicing also. So the start value default starts with 0 and end value will go to the given number -1 and your step value will be by default by 1. This is a common rule. Okay. And here if I mention list of, if I mention that I want to display from 1 to 5. So I can, just a minute guys, instead of colon I have mentioned hyphen. Sorry. So if I mention 1 to 5, starting from your first index, this will be taken as zeros index, okay? Starting from first index, first till your fifth index. Fifth in the sense your fourth index will be printed. Fifth index will never be included since it is n minus 1. So 1, 2, 3, okay, 4. So this is all about your indexing. Here if you mention this same indexing like this, list of colon 2. Okay. So it will be executing in a shift basis. So first 10, next 2 skip, next 2 skip, like this execute. It will be executing it. Here this is all about your positive indexing. Here even we have negative indexing too. The value can be accessed in a negative manner. You can make use of this methodology where list of. So let us assume if I give colon -1, where your list will be displayed in a reverse manner. From the last index to the first index in a reverse manner it will be displayed. Clear? This is all about a negative indexing. It can start with any position, you can display it. So not only at here, if you want to start from, you're going to mention your from fourth index, you're going to mention your negative value here. Then starting from your fourth index, it will display in a reverse order. So since we have from 10 to 60, it will display starting one from your fourth index. I guess you people are clear with this indexing. Shall I proceed to next one? Come on, respond me. Shall I? Come on, guys. Okay. Here lot of methods are available. Let me have a glance about these methods once. Okay. So here I'll write just the method name alone. Here if you want to remove one particular item from a list, I can mention remove followed by the item will remove the particular element from your list. So right now we know that this particular list have these elements, right? So it has a value 10 to 60. If I mention list dot remove one particular element, for example, if I want to remove 30, if I mention it, you can notice that 30 will be removed. And now if I'm trying to print this list, you can notice that the list will be without 30. Okay, so this is all about your remove. So which one you want? Right, Prashant, which one? 60th, okay. Is it clear? Shall I move on to next one? Okay. Okay, listen here, guys. Just I'll have a quick review about this methods alone. And next is pop method. If you want to delete an item, either I can use remove or I can use pop. Here in case of pop, I'll be passing index as my parameter. I'll never pass this value. I'll pass index as my parameter. For example, if I want to pop the element at the first index position, here I can mention list dot pop of 1, and then I can print my list and show you to people what is that. Can notice that the element at the first index position has been popped out. So this is all about your pop method. And next, clear method. Clear method is used for clearing my complete list. I can make use of clear method. And if at all you want to add an item to my list, I can make use of append method. So if you want to add some element to my list, I'll be using this item method. So right now we know that the list has a value. There is a value in your list, okay, which has a value 10, 40, 50 and 60. So let us assume that I want to add one element to this list. So you can make use of this list dot. I'll be adding one element only by using append. Only one element can be added to the list. So once you're executing and checking with this, you can notice that the 70 might have added to your list. Now after appending it, you can notice that 70 will be added. So by using this append value, you'll be adding one value along with the existing list. This is how we can able to perform addition operation along with the list. Addition in the sense adding one element. It doesn't mean adding the value, adding one element to the along with the existing list. Okay. And next is whatever you're going to see is index. If at all you want to display the index of the particular element, I can make use of this index. Between elements, we'll see to it. By using iterator, we'll be adding it, or by using map function, we can able to, this reduce function will be adding it. We'll see in case of comprehension. Okay. If you want to add a element in between, I'll tell you guys, don't be worried about, we'll see the function for it. If you want to add the at the in between at the particular position, it can be done. By using append, I can add only at the end. If you want to add the particular index position, it can be done. Just wait for a minute. I'll go ahead with the next function. Okay, I'll tell you those things. So if I mention this index, it displays the index value of the particular element. For example, let me mention this list dot index of 10. So it gives me the index value of 10, which is nothing but 0th index. And next is, we'll be having extend. If we want to extend one list with other list, so let us assume there is one more list. Let us assume there is list 1, and this list 1 has a value apple, orange. These values are there. So now I want to extend my list 1 with list 1 with list. So what I can do is I can mention list 1 dot extend of your list. So now let me try to print my list 1. So I can notice that previously list 1 has, so what is the mistake here? So this has not executed, that is the reason. Just a minute, I'll execute the above command and I will come down. So you can notice here, this particular command has been executed. So along with the apple and orange, this 10, 40, 50, 60, 70 has been added. This is all about the extending list with the other list. So whatever the list you want to extend it, you're supposed to place it the first. And the list what you want to add along with the existing list, you are supposed to pass as a parameter. This is all about your extend method. All those things are predefined method. This is not the user defined. All those things are predefined. You are not going to define anything else. Okay. And next one is insert. In case of insert, as you people are asking about, I want to insert at any mid value. Only one value can be inserted here. If you want to insert particular value at the particular position, then we can go ahead with this insert operation. So I'll show you about this insert operation. Just a minute. So here, if at all you want to perform insert, I'll mention insert. Okay. Insert, and what is the index position I want to insert. For example, let us assume I want to insert index value at the first index position. I want to insert value true. Okay, this is a value to be inserted. And here, for where I'm going to insert, I'm going to insert to the list, right? So I'm supposed to mention my list dot. So after this, I'll try to print it. I'll try to print my list. So you can notice that at the first index position, the value true will be inserted. So if you mention the any index position and trying to insert a value, it can be inserted by using insert method. And next, what else it's pending? Count can be used. If you want to count the number of elements, in those cases, I can make use of this count method. Count followed by your element. This gives you the number of elements in the particular number of occurrence can be displayed. For example, let me do one thing. Let me initialize this value list with the value 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and here let me implement this count list dot count of 2. So let us execute this. You can notice that the number of occurrence has been given by using this count method. So these are predefined methods, guys. You should know about all those things. Then it will be easy for you people to write coding. Else it will not be easy. For it will be if you are not aware of it, what you people will be doing is again you will be going here with the C logic. So in case of Python, we have n number of predefined functions. So you should be aware about those things. Reverse. So reverse, the name itself defines. So what is it going to give you? It's going to give you a reverse of the list, whatever you're going to do it. So for example, if I give list dot reverse, list dot reverse. So you can notice that the entire list will be reversed. So previously the list declared is 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. So I'm supposed to print it, right? I didn't print here. So that is the reason it's not printing. I'll print it in the next line. Just give me a second. I'll add one more cell, and here we'll try to list it out here. So you can notice that the list has been reversed. Since I applied this reverse, it has been reversed here. And apart from this, we'll have one more method for arranging. We have sort method. We have sort method. We can make use of it. Here, let us assume that for replacing a element, Gayatri, you are supposed to go ahead with the index position and reassign it. For example, list of 0, assign 10. We can reassign it. Okay, just reassigning is a replacement here. It doesn't have any specific function for it. Okay, and next is sort. For sort, let me give 20, 1, 5, 9, 6, 7. And here, if I mention list dot sort, okay. So what happened? It is going to shorten a. I didn't print it, right? We'll print here itself. Why to waste one more cell? So you can notice that the data will be sorted in a ascending order by default. By default is the ascending order. If you don't want an ascending order, you want a descending order. In those cases, what you're supposed to? You're supposed to apply reverse assign false. So in those cases, just a minute. So reverse assign false by default. Okay, just a minute. Reverse assign false or true. Just give me a second. So why it is not applying? So by default reverse assign false is going to be there. So when in case of default reverse assign false, if you want in descending order, you're supposed to make it as reverse assign true. Guys, is that clear? Come on, respond me. After completing this, we can go ahead with the problem solving. Okay, fine. Good. Venkatesh, true and 1 is not equal. Listen here, I'll tell you. If I mention, we people know that 1 and true, right? So in case of C programming, wherever you go, 1 and true are equal. Here, if I'm trying to give 1 equals to true. Equity, I'm checking it, okay? Just a minute. True equals some cases, some exception cases are there. Just let me try to find out. 1, 0 equals to false. Okay, let me try to give you and check it where it's working. As you say, I didn't try it just now. As you people are saying, just a minute. I'll check with this. Even 1 is working. You can make use of it. Venkati can make use of it. Which code you want, ma? Sharma, which one you're asking about? Okay. Okay, fine. I guess you people are clear with this, right? So we are trying to print it. So it is sorting and it is showing here. So we have one more method called sorted. Have you came across this sorted? Just a minute. Let me try to insert 1 or 2 cells here. Okay. Okay, Venkatesh. So which one you want to give recap? I'll give it late. Okay, after completing this one. Sorted of list. Okay, you can notice that sorted of list I'm implementing here. So you can notice that right now the previously it is in descending order. Right now it come in ascending order. But when I'm trying to print and check it again, listen here, there is difference between sort and sorted, guys. It is very much important. You people should know it. So when I'm trying to print this list again and check it, look at it, what is happening. So by default, reverse is false. Trivalli, by default, sort of reverse is false. Trivalli, don't be confused here. By default, if you give list dot sort or just a minute. Even this notebook for a long time it is managing. Okay. Here by default, this is for descending order. This is for your descending order. Okay. So by default, if you want an ascending order, either I can give list dot sort. This is for your ascending order, or you can give list dot reverse. Okay. So list dot sort of, sorry ma. List dot sort of reverse assign false. Both are same. So by default reverse is false here. So even if you are giving here or not, both is going to give you the order of ascending order. So both is going to give you ascending order, either this command or this command. If you want to make it as descending order, either give as 1 or 0, 1 or true here. Clear with it? And here, this is all about your sort method, guys. I guess you people are clear with sort. Not clear. Why? Which is not clear? Steve, which is not clear, ma? Why we have to give? This is one approach we are having it. Either you can give like this, or you can go ahead with this one for ascending. Why reverse assign 1? So reverse assign true. Here it is false. I'm making it as true. If this one is confusing you people, you can make it as true here. Okay. So since 1 and this 2 are considered as equal, so that's the reason we just substituted there. Okay. So once you are applying this sort, you can notice that your original list will be sorted. So when I'm trying to print here, after this, my original list is sorted. So there is one more method called sorted. So once you are trying to use sorted, it will display the sorted. This is in descending order right now. Again, if I'm mentioning sorted, your data is arranged in ascending order. But I'm trying to print my list again. You can notice that this is not arranged. This is in a descending order. Sorted will give you only the temporary view. So it will never arrange your original list. It will never disturb your original list at all. It remains as such. Your original data remains as such. Will never be affected. Original data will never be affected here in case of sorted. But in case of sort, your original data will be modified in a ascending order. Is this clear? Come on, respond me soon. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Just I'll give you the quick view about list comprehension, and then we can go ahead with one scenario based question. Okay. So what is list comprehension, ma? What is list comprehension? So I guess you people are clear with the list and what are the functions available in it. And now we'll be moving on to the next topic, that is list comprehension. So based on this next program will be easy for us to write it. So that is the reason I was just having a glance about all the topics. The next is list comprehension. So what is this comprehension? When you go for comprehension, what do you write? What is it? Write 2 lines of code in single line. This is a comprehensive way of writing it. Okay, normally in case of schoolings, you might have comprehensive writing in English. Writing list comprehension, right? The same way, comprehensive writing of your code is a list comprehension here. So which gives a smart way of writing your program. The syntax of it will be like this. You'll have your expression and followed by your for loop and followed by items to be iterated in iterables. This could be the syntax of your list comprehension. So it will have 3 elements. One is expression, item and iterable. All 3 elements are going to be here. So for example, let us assume I want to generate a list, and this list with a value from 1 to 10. I want to generate with multiple values. We'll see how we are going to generate it. Okay. So I'm going to generate a list comprehension. So here I'm going to make a for loop. For, okay, I'm going to take a range, x in range. What is my condition? I told you I want to generate a list with 1 to 10. So if I want to generate a value from 1 to 10, I'll take a range from 1 to 11. So this is of normal list, right? So what I'm supposed to do, I need to generate the list alone. I don't need to do any manipulation. In those cases, I can write like this. So where what happens here is a list will be generated. Normally it is not required to initialize it, append the value, all those operations is not all required. Doing operation and automatically a list will be generated. If required, declare a variable name and store it as a list. If you want to access this data, declare a variable name called some xy and store this data in the particular variable which will be stored as a list format. Okay, very simple example. So if at all assume that I want to print only, I want to generate a list with of even number. For example, let us assume I want to generate a list with square of a number. Okay, the same condition, what I'm going to do is I'll take a number from for x in range of, I'll take a range of value from 1 to 11. So I want to display all the squares of a number between 1 to 10. So I can just make it here and make square of it. So what happens here? It will iterate with the range 1 to 10. Each and every value will be taken and will be done square with the particular value. So 1 power 2, 2 power 2, 3 power 2, 4 power 2 till 10 it will be iterated. Is this two statement clear for you people? Come on, respond me. Is that clear? Do you have any doubt? Okay, fine. Now, if I feel that you want to generate some list with even numbers alone, I don't want all the numbers, I want only the even numbers. In those cases, you can apply this condition. You can store it if required. Don't be worried about it. If you want it, let me store here. Okay, let me store it and show you people. So here, what I'm going to do is I want to display one. I want to store only the even numbers from 1 to 10, and 1 to 10. I want to create a list. In those cases, you can apply one if condition. If the x value, whatever you are taking, whether it is divisible by 2. Is this clear? So what happened? A value will be taken from the range of 1 to 10 and will be passed one by one by using this iterator, and this will be checking whether it's an even number or not. If it is even number, then it will be added to my list. Then after this, So what you're supposed to do after this? We are supposed to print our list, right? So let me print my list and I'll try to display it. So is this clear? If at all you want to apply condition like this, you can apply it. So if some condition occurs, this condition will be occurring after to this iterable. If this condition is occurring, it is an optional one, it's not a mandatory one. If some condition is occurring, you can place here after to your iterable. This is only for the true part. If the condition is having only true part, then you can place it. Let us assume that I was of else part also. I want to apply else part also. For example, let me take a scenario. In some scenario, let me take that. I'll take the number. What I'll do? What is the condition I can take it? Okay. I'll take all the even numbers from 1 to 10. So the same range 1 to 10 we are going to take it. Okay. 1 to 10 we are going to take it. All the even numbers I want to do square of it. And all the odd numbers I want to do cube of it. So let us assume this is the scenario we are supposed to perform it. Okay, yes, x is just a iterable ma. Here if you want to store it, you'll be storing like this. So this is the scenario I'm taking it. So is this condition possible in case of your list computation? So we are speaking only with the true condition, right? So here what I wrote, I'm going to segregate it even number and odd number. So here I'll have true, false, and both the condition is going to be. So in those cases, how can we write this list comprehension in this sense? You can write in this way. Just a minute, let me add 1 or 2 cells here. Okay. Here, condition, when you have true condition and false expression, your condition will be written in this way. True expression and followed by your if condition. So when you have true and false, I'll write my if condition here and followed by else, and I'll have my false expression here. True expression will be here and I'll have my false expression here and followed by your item. Your iterable should be there, right? So I want some person to iterate it. For item in iterable. This is the condition I need it. Now let us go ahead with the scenario what we have taken. We have taken some scenario. We are supposed to solve it, right? So we'll take the scenario and we'll try to solve this one. So what is the scenario we have taken? All the even numbers and odd numbers has to be segregated first. For that I need, if you want to generate a list, so I need the square bracket. Here I'm going to take a range for x in range of, what is the range? From 1 to 10 only. So 1 to 11 is my condition. So what is the condition I need to check with it? If the number is an even number, I want to do cube of it. I want to do square of it, right? So x is a variable which I'm iterating for each and every step. The value will be passed to this particular if condition. So if this x is equals divisible of, it is divisible by 2, then I'm going to do square of it. Else, if this condition is going to be false, then, and I'm going to do cube of it. So now then try to print it. I guess you people are clear. If there is no or for. Come on. Just I'm doing cube of your odd number and square of your even number. Even then you can apply like this. Guys, lot of things are there. Just I'm giving overview alone. Once this is clear, let me know. We can go ahead further. Guys, respond me. What is that, Anish? X modulo by 2, I'm taking the even number, Anish. Completely, I'm taking the even number alone. Okay. So I guess you people are clear till this, and now I'll go ahead with few. Okay, yes, Venkatesh, which one you want to give it? Here, this is all about, if you want to give a quick review, just you can listen here. Here, this is all about your list. In case of list, whenever I speak about list, list will be mentioned by using square bracket. List can be declared either with the same data type or with a different data type. Okay. And here, lists are mutable by nature. It can be accessed by using two different approaches. One is indexing and other is slicing. Indexing in the sense I can able to access by using the index value 0, 1, 2. If you have sublist at the place, you can access by using the particular index value followed by the sub-index value can be accessed. And apart from this, speaking about slicing, slicing normally takes condition as the range value. The default value start is 0, end is n minus 1 and step is 1. And slicing you'll be doing in this way, start value and followed by n value. Here the negative slicing is possible. Where negative indexing in the sense what I can do is I can able to pass my negative value as my step value. If I'm passing negative value of my step value, it will come as my reverse way. Same way, guys, I forgot to tell you one thing, that is reverse index, negative indexing is also possible. So positive indexing will go from 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So negative indexing will come from -1, -2. So if I give list of -1 here, you could notice that the last value will be displayed. So right now list might be some other value. That's the reason. If you want it, I'll execute this and I'll execute this. So this is all about your negative indexing. The -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Positive indexing in the sense 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It may access in both the way. And these are the methods available. If you want to remove the particular item, I'll make use of remove item. If you want to pop the particular pop in the sense, if you by removing the element by using index position. Remove in the sense removing the element by mentioning the element value. So apart from this, if you want to clear a list, I can make use of clear. And if I want to add one element to the existing list, I can make use of append method, and I can make use of index method to find the index value of it. And I can extend one list with the other list. And this insert value, I can insert one value at the particular position, and I can able to count total number of values in my list by using count. And reverse method, by using reverse, I can reverse the complete list. And next is sort. Sort can be done in both the way, ascending, descending. By default, sort is ascending order. If you want a descending order, you can mention reverse assign true. Okay. This is all about the overview about this one list. So which one you want to separate, ma? If you want to separate. Which I couldn't get your question. Who's that? Someone has asked that. Vijay Kumar. If you want to separate both in different list. Oh yeah, this one. The last one you're speaking about it. You want to make it as two lists in the sense, then take it in a two separate list comprehension. Here, this is of only one list. This will form only one list. This cannot be taken for two lists. If you want two lists, apply two separate condition. If condition, then that will be okay. Okay, guys, then we'll move on to the today's questions based on this list. Just a minute. I'll move back. Case where it is. This is not the question. Just a minute. Give me a second. Let me open the question one and let me share the screen again. Some other document is opening. Okay, fine. Let me share this. Guys, look at this question. You're supposed to display the perfect square. This is your question. Just look at this question. Shreyas is appearing for InfyTQ examination and is stuck at a problem to print all the numbers in a range which are perfect square and the sum of the digits of the number is less than 10. So you're supposed to display the number which is perfect square as well as the sum of the digit of the particular perfect square should be less than 10. This is the condition. Okay. And next is, you as his friend and a good programmer agrees to help him find the answer. So you're from the user, what is the input you're going to get? You're going to get the lower range and the upper range limit. You're going to get these two as your input. Okay. And then you're supposed to print the value. Look at the condition. This is very much important. Read this condition once. Print all the numbers in a range which are perfect square and the sum of the digits of the number is less than 10. This is a condition. The number should be perfect square as well as the sum of the digits should be less than 10. Okay. Now, look at here. What is the range they are taken? 1 to 40 they are taken. From 1 to 40, they are going to take the perfect square and they are going to display whether the sum of the given number is whether sum of the given number is less than 10. This is the condition they are taking it. Is this question clear? Upper bound and lower bound will be accepted and you are supposed to find sum of the given number range should be less than 10. Will you try this one? Try it soon. Your question is shown here, Sri Harsha. So just look at your sample input and output, guys, once where all the squares is not the, all the perfect squares will never come. So you can take any range, only the value whose sum is, the number which is perfect square and moreover whose sum is less than 10 will be there. Teja, what you are asking? Swapping of two numbers in same list. You can make use of list comprehension. You can complete in a once, hardly within 3 lines of code. So that is the reason I taught you people for list comprehension. So by tomorrow in depth we'll go on to the list. Okay, don't worry about it. Tomorrow depth will go on to the each and every program like the scenario based programs we'll be discussing on list. So since I given complete overview about list, I guess everyone could have an idea about it, right? What is that? Yes, I Nikhil, I'll show you the list comprehension page. Okay, just a minute. That is separate page. Okay, you want to look at it. Okay, this is all about your list comprehension. Priyanka, good, good. So you want the question. Okay, you can't see the question, entire question. If people want the question, okay, I'll try to copy paste it in the chat box so that each and everyone can able to learn it, right? Guys, I give pasted the question in the chat box. You can have a glance of it. Those who are completed, you can post your answer one by one. Okay. Sai Venkat, you're checking only for the perfect square, right? So what about this one? Sum of the digits should be less than, sum of the digits of the particular number should be less than 10. The condition should be there. Gayatri, good. Naveen, Samvir, I could see only comma and one by one command is coming. Shall we discuss here? Come on. Guys, respond me. Are people trying out or shall we discuss here? I could see few are trying and few are answered and others. Are people trying still? Trying. Okay, fine. Try to write soon. Okay, we'll discuss. What happened, Durga Prakash? What is your complete name? Prasad. Why? What happened? Okay, shall we discuss here? Okay, we'll discuss. Listen here. So by tomorrow, we'll have complete discussion on it. We'll have more problems are there. Problem solving on this topic is we have more n number of problem solving questions are there. So we'll have what is my lower bound value? So lower bound value, let me accept from my user as input. Okay. Just enter lower bound value. Right now, let me give enter your lower bound. Okay. And same way, I'm going to accept my upper bound value. Listen here, ma. I'm going to accept my upper bound value. Input. Enter your upper bound value. So I accepted both the values. And after this, here, I'm going to create my list comprehension. Listen carefully. Good, Kiran. Devi Kiran, right? Okay, good. Here we are going to take a iteration. So what is the iteration? What is that you're going to take? We are going to find the perfect square within a given range. So I'm going to have for x in range of the lower bound value starts with L and upper bound value goes to the lower bound LB, right? LB and upper bound value is UB plus 1. So this is the range. I guess everyone could understand till this. Lower bound to upper bound, I'm iterating, I'm taking one by one value from it. So till this, I guess you people are fine. Now I'm going to check with the perfect square. Now I'm going to take a perfect square of it. So for taking perfect square, what's the condition I'm going to apply? If condition. So if, I guess you people know what is the condition I've applied for the square root. If at all, my x value power of 0.5. So what does it mean? It does mean that I'm taking square root of the given number. Okay. Square root of the given number. And if I'm doing by 2 into 2, when it gives my original number, then I can name this as a perfect square. Yes or no? Okay, listen here, listen carefully here. So I'm going to take a number, take a square root of it, and I will do into 2. If I give 9, you can notice the square root of 9 will be 3. So 3 into 2, okay, 3 power 2 gives again 9. So I'm checking that if at all is a perfect square only, this condition will be satisfied. Is this condition clear for everyone? What I'm written here? For example, you can take 9. 9 square root of 9 gives you 3 and 3 power 2 gives you again 9. Come on, is that clear? Okay. Come on guys, respond me. We are running out of time. Be little interactive so that I can have a conclusion that you could understand. Okay. Fine. Now I took this perfect square here. So now, right now I'm printing only the perfect square alone for you people. I didn't print any other value. Just for your clarification, first let me print and show you this one. So I'll take my lower bound value as 1 and upper bound value as 60. And now let me execute it. So I can found that the values inside is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49. Here you can notice that what is the one more condition they are given a question. The sum of the digits should be less than 10. What is that? Sum of the digits should be less than 10. For that, I'm going to apply one condition. Separately, I'll show you people. Then I'll add this condition along with the program. Right now, let me take my x value as 49. Okay. Sum of, I'm going to make use of sum. Sum is a predefined function. Sum of list. I'm going to use map function. I'm going to implement here. Guys, don't worry. If at all you're struggling in map, I'll help you out by tomorrow. Okay, today the time is not sufficient to take map. Tomorrow I will see map also. Okay, and here I'm going to apply condition where it is. Okay, no need of condition right now. So can you find out what this function is doing? When I'm applying this condition, what is it doing? It is taking these two numbers, separating it and doing sum of it. Is that clear? When a single number is given, when I'm passing inside a sum function, you can do like this. So previously we are doing sum of digits, right? You can make use of this method. For doing sum of digits, you are accepting as you are making this as a string and you are making as a map object and converting as a list. Then you are doing sum of it. 9 plus 4 gives you 13. Now I'm going to implement this condition there and I'll check whether the particular summation what I got is less than 10. So as per the given condition, you should be a perfect square as well as and I have one more condition. What is that condition? The condition is the number should be less than 10. The summation of the particular number should be less than 10. Is this clear? So why I mentioned this one? That is the reason in order to make you people clear, I mentioned the separate condition here. Okay, just along with this, I made one statement less than 10. After this, I'm going to print it. Now let me execute and show you people the same one followed by 60 as my range. You can notice that the 49 is not displaying. The reason is summation of it is 13, which is greater than 10. So it will not be displayed. So instead of writing multiple loops, you can make use of this list comprehension. It will be very easy for you people once you know about how to implement map function or filter function inside your comprehension. It will be very easy. Is this clear for you people? Do you have any doubt in this question? So we have a lot of questions like this, guys. Very optimized way. Instead of, if you are thinking the same program in the concept of see what happened, you'll be having multiple lines. Here it is not so. The number of lines is completely reduced. You're having very minimal amount of lines only. I guess you people are clear so far, right? Okay, so today we are covered with all the looping condition and we are covered with this if condition, this one list alone. In list, still more problems has to be discussed. We'll continue with tomorrow those topic. Okay. You want this code in chat? Okay, I'll post this one, ma. Guys, in the chat box, let me post this one also. This feedback link. So you're supposed to fill this feedback link daily. You can copy paste this feedback link. You can have a note of it. So daily you're supposed to fill this one. So you can fill this feedback link. Okay, I guess we can wind up the session with this content. By tomorrow, we can continue from the point where we left. So if at all you have any doubt, you can ping me. I guess everyone is clear. If you want this code also, I post on the chat box. You can make use of it. Guys, it is mandatory that everyone should fill this feedback link. What is the exact schedule? So what you are asking about, Venkatesh, what is the content that is to be taught for this 1 week? Is that you are asking for? Anish, swapping of two numbers. Take the normally swap by using index the values what you want. You'll have along with oops. Timing will be same, Venkatesh. Along there will be same. You'll have a same timing. Timing is not going to change. You'll have this 1 week of program is going to be there. Anish, have you tried out? Guys, my name is Suganya. So let me type in chat box. Okay, once feedback done, you can leave. Anish will discuss about the particular topic by tomorrow. Okay, if you want to be done, he'll discuss by tomorrow. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you.